Good evening and welcome to the Job Search Solution, the radio program where we talk about looking for a job, jobs, changing careers, and hiring. And as always, we begin with a prayer. Dear God, grant us thy peace and thy mercy, thy will be done. And in just a few minutes, as we do every Wednesday evening, we're going to welcome Rich Levinsky, the co-founder of East 57th Street Partners, talking about consultants in the workplace. So if you are a consultant and have been doing it for a while, tune into what Rich has to say. He's only been doing it since 1988, so the guy's got it down. I always bring up a lesson of the day in this portion of the program every Wednesday, and this is sad, and it's a lesson that my dad used to say, a wise man learns by mistakes, a wiser man learns by another person's mistakes. And this is sad and kind of pathetic and very unfortunate. I have a client that's looking for a specific kind of experience. Anywhere in the country, I did a lot of recruiting on this thing. I reviewed something like 276 resumes. I stopped then, and I came up with two candidates. One had absolutely perfect experience in doing what the company does. In fact, the company was converting to a software that this lady happened to be an expert in. The candidate couldn't be any better. On paper, perfect. Call her up. She lives in Illinois. Tell her about the interview. She happens to be actively looking for a job, says she's getting a job offer from one of their competitors. And on paper, this thing's looking really good. We give all of our candidates here, when we get them an interview, access to the Job Search Solution. It's our 60-hour online program that could teach just about anybody how to find a job. I've written 5 books on finding a job, and this is an online version. It's purchased. You can purchase it. The public can purchase it at thejobsearchsolution.com. It's well worth the investment because it teaches you everything you can imagine about how to answer questions, how to present yourself. We've mentioned some of those things on this program, the 4 most important questions you can ask in any interview, how to sell yourself and present yourself and all of that kind of thing. Well, I give it to her on Friday, and I say, now look, you got to go over there. There are 4 modules that you absolutely have to go over and have to have down for this interview on Tuesday. She has the interview on Tuesday, and unfortunately, when she got asked why she was looking for a job, she just said, well, the place I was with had a toxic environment. She didn't explain it. She didn't say what that meant. She just said it was a toxic environment, and I left. Now, keep in mind, the people that were doing the interviewing were the VP of sales, the COO, and the CEO, all on the same video call. And she says something like that. When they asked her how much money she was looking to make, she fumbled that question too and just blew it. I understand you're paying more than this other offer I've got, so I'm interested in the $100,000 opportunity where I've only been making 70, so I want the money. Well, make a long story short, she blew the whole thing. And the whole reason she blew it was she didn't take the course. She did not follow the instructions. You never say it was a toxic environment unless you can give specific examples of what that toxic environment is. I don't even recommend that, but it happens. But boy, you better be able to prove a toxic environment. Employers identify with employers. Whatever you say about your last job and the employers that you had, you're going to say about their job. She totally blew it. One, she didn't follow the instructions. Two, I found out afterwards she didn't even take the course. Well, I was just busy this weekend and there was a lot going on with the kids, and I'm usually pretty good at interviewing. She isn't, and she wasn't, and it's sad. Follow the instructions. It's not that complicated. Follow the darn instructions. Toxic environment, what's that mean? What's the context of that? You don't deal with money that way. She never even asked for the job. I said, did you ask the four most important questions? Have I made it clear what my experience is? How do I stack up with other people that you're talking to? Can I answer any questions that you might have? What do I need to do to get the job? She didn't do that. I asked, did you ask for the job? No, I guess I should have. I'll write him an email and ask him for the job. Too late. Over. Kaput. Follow the darn instructions. They're clear. It's not that hard to do. I've placed close to 13,000 people since 1973. If it wasn't good to do and it wasn't good for you, I wouldn't tell you to do it. Oh, how frustrating. At any rate, a wise person learns by mistakes. A wiser person learns by others' mistakes. Follow the instructions. All right, we're going to take a short break. Stay tuned. This is Tony Bashir with the Job Search Solution.